What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created these spring flower garden milk bath nails. I love the way these came out. This is actually the perfect set for Easter, so this is kind of like my Easter set, but it's also like a spring set, so you can wear it outside of Easter. It's not just strictly for that reason. But yeah, we're just going to be jumping right into the tutorial today. I'm going to be using some products that I already have, and as you can see, I was applying my second coat of Young Nails Protein Bond for my primer. I already dehydrated off camera with isopropyl alcohol, and I thought I was recording when I applied the first coat of primer, but I wasn't, so I turned the camera on and I was applying the second coat, and then I'm going in with a layer of base gel over my entire nail bed on every nail, and then curing that for 60 seconds. I'm going to be doing a gel slash polygel set, so you want to make sure you apply a base gel to your nails so that the polygel and the gel adheres to your nails so you don't get lifting. And now I'm going to be taking a very small bead of this builder gel from Madam Glam. It's called Shimmer White. It's like a milky white builder gel with a little bit of shimmer in it. It's perfect for like that milk bath look. I'm going to be doing a milk bath look but with artificial flowers. They look literally so real, and they're so much easier to place on your nails than like the dried flowers, because sometimes you have to like flatten those before you encapsulate them, and it's kind of like a pain. Plus you get like different looking flowers. I'm kind of tired of those same old flowers that we used to use like years ago. So I'm going to be using these. I'll link them in my Amazon store if you guys are interested in these after the video. And you might want to put like a nude color down on your nails before doing this. I already have nude acrylic on my nails, so I'm not going to do that. But if you don't want your nail bed to actually show, you're going to want to cover that. After that layer of milky white is cured, I'm going to go ahead and apply a layer of base gel to my entire nail, and then place the little flowers into the gel. This set comes with a bunch of different colored flowers. I was having such a hard time deciding which ones I wanted to use because there was so many of them, but I finally decided, and I think it went well with the set. Like everything came together in the end. You're gonna see me change this flower at the top because I wasn't really feeling it. And it also does come with like these little leaves that you can put in between the flowers. That's what's really going to give it that realistic look. And you're just going to want to make sure that the flowers are in the gel really good. Sometimes I do go back in and add like a little bit of gel over them before I cure to make sure they're sitting in the gel really good. I am going to be adding another layer of white to kind of build up the color and really give that milk bath look. If you were just to leave it like this, you're not really going to get that milk bath effect. It gives a more realistic look when you go in with multiple layers, but we'll get into that when the time comes. So I'm also going to do the same thing on this nail. Pick up a very small bead of that builder gel, float it around the cuticle area, and then just brush it over the entire nail to shear it out, and then cure, and then go in with the base gel. You're going to want to cure it first, then go in with the base gel and add the flowers, so you don't get like too much of the white on the flowers. As you can see, I'm going in with some base gel like over the flowers. It just makes them sink into the gel more so that I don't have to worry about the edges kind of popping up or anything when I encapsulate them. I'm gonna build up this nail with this polygel color from a cart called French Press. It's like a nude color with a hint of pink. It's a really nice nail bed shade for the French that I'm gonna be doing. So I'm just building up this entire nail with the color. I just squeeze the polygel onto the nail as always, around the cuticle and onto the nail bed to build my apex, and then I'm just patting the polygel sidewall to sidewall all the way down the nail. I make sure to remove any excess if I have any, and I do look at the nail and like smooth out any bumps or anything before I actually cure in the lamp. I'm going to paint over this entire nail with this shade from Madame Glam called Crystal Aura. It's this really pretty iridescent shade with a pink shift to it. I'm painting a very thin layer of this over the entire nail because I wanted it to be like a glittery background for the nail art that I'm adding later on. Before I encapsulate, I'm going to take another small bead of that milky white builder gel and brush it over the entire nail, and this is what's really going to make the flowers look like they're kind of submerged in the milk bath. Going in with that second layer really makes a difference. Like I said, if you were to just leave the flowers on top, you're not really going to get that look. And now I'm going to encapsulate all the nails except for the nail with the nude polygel on it, because obviously they're really thin and I need to encapsulate the flowers and everything so that I don't foul them off and also build up the structure of the nails. So I'm using McCart Clear to do that. I'm just squeezing the polygel on the nail just like I did for the nude nail, getting it nice and seamless around the cuticle first, patting it onto the nail bed to build my apex, and then patting the polygel sidewall to sidewall down the nail and smoothing out any bumps before I cure it in the lamp. And I am using isopropyl alcohol as a slip solution. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and start filing the nails, I did cleanse that tacky layer from the gel off of my nails with isopropyl alcohol. I always do that off camera. And I'm using a 180 sanding band in my drill on 12,000 RPMs to file my nails. Since Polygel files down really fast, I really don't have to use a powerful speed. Plus this drill is pretty powerful anyway. So when I start filing, I always start by debulking the nails first and then going in with my hand file. I'm going around the cuticle area, making sure to keep my drill moving to avoid friction on the nail, and I'm sealing around the cuticle. So I go around the cuticle a couple times. I don't really have to do much because I apply it pretty thin around the cuticle area anyway. It's basically just to kind of seal everything in and make everything look nice and seamless. So I go around the cuticle a few times and then just smooth over the entire nail to smooth out any bumps or anything. I also file along the sidewalls underneath the nail, and then I do kind of pre-shape the nails before I go in with my hand file. I will be showing you guys how the structure of your nail should look when I'm done at the end. When you turn your hand to the side, you should see that little hill for the apex. That's where your nail gets most of its strength from. So you want a decent size apex, but you don't need like a mound of product there. And then your nail should get gradually thinner towards the free edge, but you should still have thickness on the free edge so that your nails don't snap or break. And then when you're looking down the barrel of your nail, the sidewall should be the thinnest part. Like I said, I'll be showing you guys the structure of the nails when I'm done. To shape up the nails, I'm going to use my 180 grit hand file, and I'm going to be doing a long square shape. So I'm holding my file straight along the sides of my nail and just filing straight down, not tilting the file inward or anything, because I just want a long square shape. And I make sure to alternate sides while I'm filing to avoid like filing one side more than the other. And I'm just kind of like going in with my drill bit here because it was a little bit uneven at the bottom and it made it easier to just file the free edge. So as you can see, I'm holding my file at a slight angle and then filing the free edge straight across. This way I get a nice straight free edge, and I basically just file along the sides of the nail until I'm satisfied with how wide my nails are basically. And when I'm done, I do buff over the surface of the entire nail and underneath the nail to make sure to smooth out any rough edges or scratches. Here is a view of my nail after filing from the side. You can see I have the hill for my apex, thickness towards the free edge, and the side walls are the thinnest part of my nail when you look down the barrel of my nail. Okay, to start the nail art, I'm going to use my detail brush to start painting the smile line for the French that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using this glittery off-white shade from Madame Glam called the Crystal Piano. So I kind of outline how I want the smile line and then just fill in the tip with the polish brush out of the bottle. As you can see, this color is a little bit sheer because it's mainly a shimmer color. So I did end up going in with a second coat on this, but I wasn't really feeling it because you couldn't really see it that well. So I am going to be going over this with another color to really bring it out. It kind of just like gave a washed out look for some reason. As you can see, I'm going in with a second coat of the color, but it still wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. I couldn't really see the color that well or tell that it was French. It was giving like washed out, and I wasn't about to keep adding layers because I really didn't want like a thick nail. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure this layer, and then I'm gonna go over it with this other shade from McCart. It's from their Mermaid Gel Polish collection. It's like a white shimmery shade with a gold shift. It gave it a little bit of a gold shift so you could really see the French a lot better. Next, I'm going to add some of these 3D nail stickers to my nails. They're like spring themed with like little frames with butterflies and flowers and stuff. Then there's also flowers that you can add on the nails as well. They were pretty hard to get off, so you kind of have to like use really sharp tweezers. I couldn't find my sharp ones, so I was having a little bit of difficulty. So when you put them on the nail, you just want to make sure that you smooth them out really good so they're not popping up. These stay on pretty good. I was able to leave them on without applying the seal over it until I was done adding all of the nail stickers. I did end up changing the one on the pinky off camera because the one that I picked, I feel like it went better with this set. It took me forever to decide which ones I wanted to use because there were so many really pretty ones, but I love the way they turned out. I feel like they went perfectly with this set. On the ring fingernail, I'm going to be adding one of the picture frames with the flowers in it, and then also some flowers and a butterfly at the bottom to really give like that kind of garden look with flowers.
Winnie.
I'm also going to add some of these pink 5D flowers to this nail.
Winnie.
Then I'm gonna go in with some base gel over all of the nail stickers to seal them in while I'm adding my nail charms. And last, I'm going to apply some rhinestone gel to my nails and add a couple charms. I'm not going to add too many charms because it will take away from the design and it will cover it up, which I don't want to do. And then after I'm done applying my charms, I'm going to top coat all the nails with gel top coat. I'm going to top coat underneath the nails that look glassy, like the milk bath nail and the ring fingernail. This way they look nice and clear underneath. And that is it for this set. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think of it, as always, in the comments. Don't forget to leave me a like before you leave. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy your Easter. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.
Winnie.